This movie will introduce you to two of the concepts we will explore in this series of films: social capital and cultural capital. What are they? They both share the word capital. Capital means a source of power. This word is often used to mean money. Think of capitalism. Capitalism is the name given to an economic system where private individuals invest their money, their capital, in order to make more money. However, capital comes in many forms. Having power is more than just having money. Social capital is the benefits, the power you get from personal connections. To use your social capital means to rely on your personal network, your personal connections with friends, family, and individuals in different communities in order to achieve your goals. Have you ever relied on your friends to find out where there's a party on Saturday night? Well, that means you relied on your social capital to improve your weekend. Some people spend a lot of time increasing their social capital. When individuals are networking, introducing themselves to strangers and getting their contact information, they are making new connections that might open the door to finding a job, to getting their child into college, or to raising money for a political campaign. You don't need money to have social capital. You might not be wealthy, but because you have the right connections, you have power. Think of Hollywood agents. Their power doesn't come from being rich. They have power because they know people who know people. Cultural capital refers to the power a person has because they know how to act right in a certain group. They know what to do so that they look like they belong and they don't stick out. In all places in life, you gotta act a certain way to get cred. What do I mean by this? Think of clothes. Ever hear the phrase, dress for success? Why do clothes affect your odds of success? Because if you wear the right clothes, you have a better chance to get your way. People show up to work at Bank of America in a crisp suit because they know in the world of banking, people take you more seriously if you show up in a suit than in jeans and a t-shirt. The suit changes people's perceptions of them and makes them more powerful. Don't just take my word for it.
Good, bad, right, or wrong, I have seen numerous instances where people got promoted that tended to dress better. People don't realize how important dressing is. I think we tend to think, oh, it's dumb, it's really not that important, who cares? Well, it's kind of like a resume. With clothing, it's the very first impression someone will get of you before you even have a chance to open your mouth.
Does that mean that wearing a suit is always the right move to show you belong? Of course not. Different environments have different expectations. Showing up in a crisp suit to an interview as an auto mechanic would hurt your chances. It would show you don't know that culture. This idea that to be fully a part of a community, you gotta know how to act, covers so many things. How you talk, how you walk, how you pray, how you play, the jobs you take, the art you make. The personal connections and cultural knowledge that give one advantages in one setting don't necessarily work in another setting. Last example. In some places, speaking in black English shows you belong and helps you fit in. In other environments, it hurts your credibility and is a disadvantage. Why are these ideas important? Because all communities have structure. They require their members to behave in certain ways.
A rule is a rule, and let's face it, without rules, there's chaos.
These shared understandings help give groups their identity. When we talk about social and cultural capital, we are talking about the personal connections and cultural knowledge that give a group its identity. When you talk about your own social capital and cultural capital, you are talking about the different parts of your identity that enable you to act as a member of different groups. However, there is another side to social and cultural capital. Not only do they help a group identify its members, but they also help a group identify strangers and show who does not belong. Even if you make a lot of money and move to a wealthy neighborhood, you don't immediately fit in. You might not know the little details, the right way to greet somebody, and the right kind of clothes to wear to make a good impression. By the end of this series, you will have a greater understanding of the ways in which social and cultural capital both include and exclude people. We all have capital with different communities. As for myself, I have the knowledge and personal connections that enable me to fit into such different environments as a Jewish synagogue, a baseball stadium, and graduate school. What different groups are you a member of? What unique knowledge does membership in each group require? If you can make sense of this...
In the cover two, the free safety, strong safety have deep responsibilities. They each cover half of the field.
Then you have cultural capital in the world of football. If you once got a job at McDonald's because your friend was a manager, then you have social capital in the fast food world. To prepare for this series, think about the communities where you have social and cultural capital. What are the different communities that you feel a part of? What are the different environments in which you feel comfortable? Environments where you know how to handle yourself.
Hi, my name's Kevin, and these are my three cultures. One is my gun because I like to hunt. I've been hunting all my life. My dad started me out hunting, and I love to hunt. My second one is my baseball hat and glove. I've played baseball my whole life, and I play for the high school team here where we go to school, and I love to play baseball. And my third one is my four-wheeler, because I like to ride four-wheelers with my friends, and that's it.
Hey, my name is Sarah Childers, and I'm going to tell you about my three cultural capitals. My first cultural capital is that I'm part of the Jesus Christ community. My second is that I'm part of the arts community. And my third is that I'm part of the Elvis Presley fan community. My first cultural capital is that I'm a part of the Christian community. I have my Bible, which one of my New Year's resolutions was to read my Bible all the way through, because someone once told me that you can't really obey the Word if you don't know the Word. So I'm trying to help out my Christian walk and read the Bible in a year. I'm really involved in my church, and we're reading this book called Radical, and that's to just help us go closer to Christ and to figure out what we're doing wrong, and to realize that we might think that we're so good, but we're really not. And then I just have this book, and it's called God's Words of Life for Teens, and it's just something that I read if I'm angry or I'm upset or I need encouragement, and it just has passages from the Bible to help me out with whatever I'm going through. So all those books represent how I'm part of the Christian community. My second cultural capital is that I'm involved in the arts community. I don't mean like painting and drawing and all that stuff, because I'm not good at that stuff at all. When I say arts, I mean fine arts. Like, I'm in the band at my school. I play the clarinet. I've been playing it for 5 years now, and I've really grown to it. I thought I wouldn't like it at all at first, but I've actually grown to like it a lot. So yeah, I play clarinet. Another art I'm involved in is theater arts. I do drama. I do a play every summer at a theater across town. I've been doing that since I was about 8. So that's a big part of my life. I've done a lot of productions. I've done Sleeping Beauty. I've done Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've done Aladdin. I've done a whole bunch of different shows, and that's just a really big part of my life, and it always has been. And another art that I'm involved in is I like to sing. I've always sang since I was little. I would sit in a box full of toys and I would sing the ABCs. I've just always sang. It's just a big part of my life. I do singing contests. I sing in the talent shows at my school, and it's just something I've always done. And to show you one of my arts, I guess I'm going to sing for y'all. Okay guys, I'm about to sing for y'all a song called You Can't Stop the Beat. It's from one of my favorite musicals, Hairspray. So here we go, and I hope you like it.
You can't stop an avalanche as it races down a hill. You can try to stop my seasons, girl, but you know you never will. And you can try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand still. 'Cause the world keeps spinning around and around, and my heart keeps on time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums. I found my way. You can't stop the beat. Ever since this whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, shake up a man. So I'm gonna shake it, shake me up the best that I can today. You can't stop the motion of the ocean, all the sun in the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say, you can't stop the beat.
So yeah, that was just a little bit of me singing, and I hope y'all liked it. My third cultural capital is that I'm part of the Elvis Presley fan community. I'm a really big Elvis fan. I just love Elvis. Let's see. I have all of these Elvis records that are really old. I have a lot of them. They're just, I don't know. I have a lot. And I'm just a really big Elvis fan. I have Elvis stuff in my room. Like, I have this Elvis bear that it sings if you press its stomach, but I'm not going to. And I have this Elvis mug. So, yep, I have that. And on my car, on the front of it, I have an Elvis tag. And hanging in my car, I have an Elvis dog tag. So I just have a lot of Elvis stuff. On my iPod, I have about over 200 Elvis songs. So I'm a huge Elvis Presley fan. And I don't really know how I got hooked on it, but I did. So those are the 3 cultural capitals that I'm involved in. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you had a good time learning.
Hi there. I want to show you my three objects. So the first one is actually a group of objects. It is my collection of Ferrari cars. I enjoy watching Formula One and I'm very interested in that sport. My favorite team is obviously Ferrari, and I'm interested in the events that happen throughout the year, although recently I don't have really much time to spend on watching. But I like discussing Formula One events with other people, which increases my social capital through extending my social connections. My second object is a physics textbook. Throughout the years, my interest has grown very much, and through hard work, I have almost reached college level. At first, I wasn't really motivated, but as I learned more and more, I became very strongly motivated to study further. And my knowledge gives me the opportunity to meet some of the best physics students in Bulgaria and exchange ideas with them. And this makes me feel part of this community. And my third object is my headphones. And I really enjoy electronic music, especially the genre of trance. No other music makes me feel like this. I don't really know how to describe that feeling, but it's awesome. Apart from that, I feel like a part of the worldwide electronic music community, and this music has become part of my life now. It's not very popular in Bulgaria as Chalga and rock, but it's probably more popular in countries to the west, so hopefully when I get there, I will be able to increase my social capital through this music.
Hello, my name is Sunny, and today I'm going to show you the three objects that make me belong to a specific society. So the first object is my guinea pig. Its name is Mishu, and as you see, it makes me belong to the society with people who have pets. And actually, it's interesting that many people don't recognize it as a guinea pig. They think it's a hamster or a mouse or a rat or something, but it isn't. And you can see it's very cute. So, in this way, I meet people with animals, with pets, and I make a lot of new friendships because of, for example, if they also have guinea pig. So we have the same interests. The second object is my Ferrari hat. It's especially Fernando Alonso hat because he's my favorite Formula 1 driver. And this hat makes me belong to the Society of Formula 1 fans because I not only I adore Formula 1, it's my greatest interest, and I meet a lot of people who also love Formula 1. For example, in 2008 I went to Formula 1 Grand Prix of Turkey with my friends, and also I met a lot of new friends there because they, for example, also like Alonso or Formula 1, and it's really cool. I mean, in forums or in Skype I also meet new people because of my interest. The third object is my favorite car, Audi. I'm a really big fan of cars, so it is actually this car is a gift from my best friend, and it means a lot to me. And I'm collecting cars, so it makes me belong to people whose interest is cars. And for example, I contact with people who like cars. My uncle is a part of my social capital and my cultural capital. That, for example, he is going to meet me with some people who are racing in rally teams. In this way, I use my social capital to meet new people and to make more connections. So these were my three objects. Thank you a lot for watching this video. Have a nice day!